Guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my prep vlogs. So last video I talked to you guys about the changes that were implemented into my prep. So a lot of cardio and just like a big macro decrease. Okay, so that was yesterday. It was literally yesterday. I just stepped on the scale and I lost 2 pounds overnight. 2 pounds in one day. So now I'm 121 pounds. I just figured that I would like just tell you guys because I'm so excited. And 2 pounds, like that's a lot to lose in like not even a 24-hour period. I've got a good feeling about this week. Okay guys, holy, today is Tuesday and I probably look really tired, and it's because I am really tired. I went to the gym and I went and trained, and then today I have to do 30 minutes of running, so it's very beautiful outside, so I decided to go outside and go on a 30-minute run, and it actually ended up turning into like a 50-minute outdoor event. I honestly feel like I've adapted a little bit. Like the first night of my macro change, I was so tired. I was just like, it felt like a wave of exhaustion hit me. But right now I feel exhausted, but that's because I just was like physically active for 2.5 hours. But I feel okay. I feel like I've definitely adapted to it, to the lower food and to the more cardio. So this right now is one of my favorite meals to eat, actually. I know, right? I literally have a salad as a meal. But it's just 2 cups of spinach, 2 cups of lettuce. I put some chicken in there, I put some apple in there, and then what makes it really special is I use bacon ranch dressing. I had a bunch of fats left over, so I just decided that like I would just use bacon ranch dressing in my salad. And honestly, you guys, I love this. Like, it's so simple, but I have it. It's the meal I have before my final meal, and my final quote-unquote meal is 2 eggs. I always have 2 eggs before bed, so I kind of just like slow down on the carbohydrates before bed. But yeah, I just figured that I would show you guys my salad. Yay! Oh my god, today is the first day of spring. It is Wednesday, March 20th. And it is a whole 20 degrees outside. It is so nice, you guys. I literally just got back from suntanning. Like, I was suntanning outside. It's so nice. So I'm not gonna lie, I have barely vlogged this week. I've honestly gotten my butt kicked this week. Like, this week just killed me. Probably because I'm eating less, like the macro decrease, I really feel that, and then also the cardio. The cardio has been probably the most difficult thing about this week and about prep so far. Like the 30 minutes on the Stairmaster and the 30 minutes of running, like my body's just not used to any of this, so it's been kind of interesting. Looking at my biofeedback, like how I'm responding to everything. I'm not recovering as well as I used to. I'm hungry. I'm just a little like drained all the time. But honestly, that's to be expected. I'm on prep. Like, that's basically what happens. But what I wanted to do today was I wanted to go over what I'm eating, because I told you guys last time that I switched how I track my food. I used to do it with these charts, but now I'm using my Fitness Pal. So with my Fitness Pal, I'm finding it just very prestigious, like how every single gram of every single thing is counted. It makes it kind of difficult for me to actually want to eat different things, because as you guys know, I do flexible dieting. I can technically eat whatever I so please. But I have come up with sort of like a meal plan, because I just find if I eat the exact same thing every single day, I don't have to do any more math. I don't have to reconfigure all my macros. I don't have to put it into my Fitness Pal and then all that other stuff. So I spent about, I don't know, I want to say like 45 minutes figuring out my macros, figuring out the math of everything to create my meal plan for the week, and it hits every single macro like to the T. So every single calorie that I'm eating is tracked, which is kind of weird because I didn't used to do that before. Like now I have to track my vegetables. I never tracked my vegetables, so I would have like these huge salads every night without knowing that there's a lot of carbs in there. And it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird for me to track my vegetables now, but I guess we're just being really, really, really to the detail for this prep. But yeah, I wanted to go over what I'm eating with you guys currently because it's kind of a interesting concept for me to just have a meal plan and just eat the same thing like strategically at a certain time in the day, but I'm also finding it super, super easy and super convenient that I don't have to change it up all the time. Like I'm perfectly okay with everything that I have put on this meal plan for myself, and if I did really want to change something, I can. So let's start with meal one. Meal one is the exact same thing I have every single day. I have 40 grams of oats, 15 grams of peanut butter, and then I have a coffee with some cashew milk, and that's just my breakfast. I always have oats in the morning. I love oats. I find whenever I wake up in the morning, I am just freaking starving, and nothing fills me up or satisfies me like a big bowl of oats with peanut butter. Okay, meal number two is also kind of like meal number two plus snack. So this is typically post-workout, so this is when I want to have a large portion of my food. So I have 3 rice cakes, and I have 120 grams of tuna, and then I also mix that with 16 grams of mayo. So I make a little tuna salad. I love having mayo in my tuna salad. It just brings me back to my childhood and eating tuna sandwiches all the time. So I make a tuna salad, I have 3 rice cakes, and then beside that, I have some Greek yogurt with some chia seeds. So the reason why I have the yogurt and the chia seeds is for the extra protein. I also have to track my fiber, so I'm adding in these little things like chia seeds and like this random stuff that'll just help with digestion. So that's meal number two, is I have my rice cakes and tuna, and I have my yogurt and chia seeds. Okay, meal number 3 is your basic chicken, rice, and vegetable meal. Reason why I really like this is because it's simple, it doesn't mess with my digestion, it's super, super, super easy to make. Like you literally just have chicken in your fridge, rice in your fridge, you just put it together with some vegetables and it's good. So I have like 70 grams of rice, some chicken. Now with my vegetables, I have 100 grams of vegetables. I can have like broccoli, or today I had asparagus. Today I actually had asparagus and mushrooms, so like I'm not limited to what vegetables I choose. It's kind of just like whatever dark green vegetable I have in my fridge, I'll use. And then for fats for that meal, I will use MCT oil. Meal number 4 is kind of in the evening, like when I'm home and when I'm just chilling and I find myself getting hungry, I'll have another bowl of oats. I kind of slowed down on the carbs after this meal. This is kind of like the last carb meal that I have for the day. So I basically repeat breakfast. I have 40 grams of oats, 15 grams of peanut butter with some cashew milk. However, I don't have the coffee because that'll probably be around like 5-6 p.m. and I don't really need to have a coffee at 5 or 6 p.m. So for meal number 4, that is just a bowl of oats. And for my final meal, I showed you guys yesterday, it is a salad. It's quite a hefty salad though. Like I have 2 cups of spinach and then 2 cups of lettuce. I put some apple in there, I put onion, I put chicken, and then I have my bacon ranch dressing because I'm currently going through a phase where I'm just like obsessed with that right now. So that's my last meal per se. It's not very filling, but it does take me a while to eat it because there's a lot of vegetables. The reason why one of my meals is a salad is because I do have to track my fiber now, so I wanted to make sure that I'm having enough fiber. So I'm more so just substituting like rice cakes or rice for vegetables just so I can get the fiber in for my digestion. And then the last thing I eat before bed, I'm not even gonna bother saying that this is a meal because it's not. I just always have this before bed. Like I've been having this before bed probably over a year and a half, is I always just have 2 eggs. When I was off season, it used to be 4 eggs and I used to add like mozzarella and all that and make an omelet. But now that I'm on prep, my portions are really limited. So I just have 2 eggs every single night before bed, and I find that really just, it keeps me good for the night, having that having that little last bit of fat before I go to sleep, so I'm not waking up absolutely starving, but I'm gonna wake up hungry anyway, but it's just having the fat before bed, it digests a little bit slower, so I'm not like ravenous in the middle of the night and not able to sleep. So that is what I eat every single day. That's what I've been eating. I'm not just eating chicken and rice every single meal of the day. I'm actually only having it once. I want to start incorporating some fish sometime soon because I really like fish, or like shrimp or something, so I could just sub out chicken for shrimp or something like that, like just do a little swap. So I'm really not limited to anything, but I do choose foods that are wholesome and that keep me full and that are also voluminous. So as for water and everything, I try and aim for about 4 liters of water a day. That's kind of like my minimum right now. I just want to make sure I'm hydrated because I am working really, really hard. I'm sweating a lot. I'm pushing myself so much, and hydration is super, super important. My sodium is still at about 3 to 4 grinds per meal. I've kind of increased it a little bit just because I'm drinking a little bit more water, so I wanted to just increase my sodium a little bit too. And 1 of the liters of water I have a day is, I will put a scoop of EAAs in it, essential amino acids. The one that I have is like a pineapple flavor, so it's quite delicious and I like it, so sometimes I'll have that twice a day. And then in the evening, kind of when everything's winding down, before I have my 2 eggs before bed, I'll probably make a tea. My favorite tea right now is mulberry leaf tea. It is non-caffeinated and it's a really, really kind of faint flavor, but I put stevia in it, and it honestly, it tastes like when you mix hot water with milk and honey. That's what it tastes like. So I guess that's why I like it so much, because I really miss milk and honey. Okay, so that is my nutrition. That's what I'm eating. I feel good because I'm making sure I'm getting everything I need, more so. I'm not just sticking to like one food group. I'm having multiple food groups, so I'm getting lots of vitamins, lots of nutrients, and also lots of sunshine because it is beautiful outside. So that's definitely helping. For this week's check-in, I actually won't have a weight measurement to give to you guys because my coach wants all of us to do the no scale challenge. So she noticed that it wasn't just me obsessed with the scale, it was kind of all of us. All of her competitor clients were kind of like obsessing over the scale. I think it's just that beginning of prep thing where you obsess over the scale because it's kind of like the only way for you to track your progress. Like when the fat loss is initially starting, it's so slow you won't be able to see it, so then you start to cling to the scale because that is the only thing that's going to be able to tell you if you're making progress or not. Fat loss happens at basically like a molecular level, so when things are changing, things may not actually be physically changing yet, but things are changing. So the challenge for this week is to stay off the scale. So I will not be weighing myself. I won't have a numerical value for you guys. As far as I know, my weight is 121, as I did drop 2 pounds the day after I got my macros changed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in prep vlog number 6. Are we on number 6 now? Or is this number 6? Okay, whatever prep vlog it is, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.